Hello, we're here for a conversation with Dr. Alexander Horch with HIMA. Welcome, and congratulations on 110 years of business.
Thank you very much, Mark.
Good. So we've heard a lot about cybersecurity, and it continues to increase in the industry space. And how is HIMA, what is their approach with the cybersecurity?
We've been on safety for more than 40 years now. And I think safety has reached a very mature level nowadays. Cybersecurity is around for 10 or 15 years. And obviously there's a connection between security and safety. So of course it has affected us. I think cybersecurity will be the dominating factor within the safety automation industry over the next few years, especially for us. HIMA has done safety for a long time, and together with safety, we are very keen on doing high quality products. And high quality means we need to take into account all aspects around safety. So cybersecurity for us is a very natural thing to consider, and we have always done that. So cybersecurity is part of our DNA, I would say. As an example, we developed controllers in the 1990s, and we made sure we strictly separate the CPU from the communication module already there. And this is still our main design principle. This principle and others we have been summarized in this year's workshop at the ARC Forum as the HIMA security environment, which is our holistic approach to cybersecurity in safety systems. As a vendor, from a vendor perspective, when you look at the security environment, there are 5 areas you have to consider. Firstly, you have the hardware and the design philosophy around it. Then you have the firmware that runs on that hardware. You have the communication infrastructure that deals with the interfaces. You have the engineering tool and the underlying PC infrastructure. And finally, from a vendor perspective, you need services to bundle around.
Which one of those would you say is most important?
Obviously, most of them are all of them are important. The most important, I would say, is software, quite clearly. At HIMA, we write every single line of code ourselves. That means we have full control of what is actually happening. We have to test very extensively. So most of our time we spend testing our software and analyzing our software. In terms of error rates, we reach similar qualities like the aviation industry or military industry, which we're very proud over. We have no backdoors in our software, and we use our own engineering tool is a single-purpose engineering tool. We only use it for safety systems, obviously, because we think it's important to separate process control from safety automation systems, which standards also say. And this is the reason why our engineering tool obviously only is relevant for the safety system.
Thank you. HIMA has hosted a workshop here at the forum called It Takes Two to Tango, about safety and security. Can you tell us a little bit about that? What about the new approach?
The approach I mentioned was, and which we presented at the workshop, was the HIMA security environment for safety, where we in a very illustrative manner combine the 5 areas I just mentioned from the vendor perspective. In the workshop, we showed them from the user perspective. How would it look for a user? And by applying that environment, what the benefit for the user is they kind of immediately fulfill the relevant standards they have to fulfill, both on the safety side as well as on the security side. So by applying that security environment, what you have is a safe system, basically. The safety system is the last line of defense in the production plant, and to have this last line of protection safe and secure is obviously very important. So by applying that security environment, you basically make sure that the system does what it's supposed to do. It keeps the plant safe.
So what are the benefits that a user gains from working with HIMA?
One is I just mentioned, you get a solution that keeps your plant safe, obviously. You make sure you fulfill the standards you have to fulfill. You get everything from from one hand. So the security environment is good because we have control over all aspects of it. So you basically don't have to care for the ingredients of it. However, safe and secure hardware and software is not the only thing. As we learned in the workshop, safety and security run in different cycles. So in order to make the safety system okay, we need to consider the faster cycle of security. And HIMA does that by services. So first of all, we check if the installations are actually done as they are supposed to be done, so have the requirements and the handbooks being followed. And secondly, once this is done, we need to make sure that the outside of the safety system is as it should be. Are there weaknesses that need to be tightened and so on? And this obviously has to be done over the complete life cycle of the installation.
So what can we expect in the coming year from HIMA?
As you may know, HIMA has moved its business model from selling pure products to solutions and systems. We are already selling applications like turbo machinery control or pipeline protection systems. Of course, we work on different things. So on this year's HIMA fair, we are presenting a new approach for a safety platform solution. Unfortunately, I'm not able to tell you more about that, but I would say stay tuned and be surprised.
Very good. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Mark.
This has been a conversation with Dr. Alexander Horch of HIMA.